It's time to take it to the max!
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Welcome to Max Wrestling episode 350. This is your captain speaking, along with El Jefe, Moses Marquez, top of the morning.
Top of the morning, about 350.
And I always pronounce 50 as 50.
Got to do it, goddamn. Loch Ness Monster done popped out talking to him about he need about 350.
Oh, classic. I still don't understand the joke, but well, I mean, I
the
do.
Loch Ness Monster literally asked Chef's parents for money. And I'm okay, well.
I kind of get it, but it's just like, okay, why 350 though? Just so we can say 50.
If we only knew. If we only knew.
We don't get to celebrate it, obviously, but happy Thanksgiving.
Woohoo.
I don't know why we don't. I say this every single year. I don't know why we don't celebrate it over here. I'd love some holiday ham.
Oh, I'm sure you would. Well, we got the brown sugar double glazed ham we got going on, and then I got my turkey breast. We're gonna do some homemade mac and cheese, some stuffing, homemade mashed potatoes.
I'm literally salivating right now. I'm so glad this isn't the Ring of Games and we don't have the cameras on because I'm salivating.
Right? Just the amount of drool on my desk is a little unsettling.
I'm just glad we didn't have a friggin' food fight on any SmackDown or whatever this week. I mean, we probably will tomorrow.
A little surprising? It's actually not surprising. I'm surprised it didn't happen.
Yeah. Like, Dynamite had a Thanksgiving episode last night, but they didn't go over the top with it.
No.
They just had, like, leaves falling on the screens. It was pretty.
Mm-hmm. You had the turkey in the background.
Yeah, that's
randomly pop up.
That's what grinds me the most. We have turkey pretty much at Christmas in the UK, and then you're telling me you're denying me a second Christmas dish of
That's
turkey?
Hilarious. Well, I mean, I guess that's your guys' way of making it up, because out here, like, we normally don't do turkey on like Christmas. I'm more of like a prime rib guy.
Gotta get the ribs. So,
I'm telling you.
The Max Wrestling reset is complete. We started about a month ago, and now all changes are in full effect. We have our first ever TV champion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And as of last week, the Knowledge Championship must now be defended within 30 days. And also, in order to keep the TV Championship, Moses must cut a promo at least every 30 days. But you know what? We technically haven't seen the world title match yet, so I'm going to count it from there when we have a few days before we get to the Maxis next month.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, I want to just the heads up on that, by the way.
Yeah, because I haven't updated anybody.
You haven't updated nobody?
Because I don't know what's going on, so I haven't updated anybody. I didn't want to say, like, yeah, the world title match is going to be on this day instead, and then we haven't had it, so.
No, I hate to say that I'm still finishing it, but thanks to fucking just, I guess, everything, something didn't get saved again. And when I mean something, I mean the entire thing that I had finished putting together. Oh. I had got some stuff from Chad that I needed to put in last minute. I got it from him, and I was like, okay, I ended up making this drag out a week or whatever. I got it from him on, I think Monday or Sunday or something like that. So I go load it up, and everything's gone. And I'm like searching and scouring, and I'm like, did I change it to the different hard drive? Is it on the cloud? No, it's just fucking gone. And I'm like, I don't understand what I did. So now I'm having to piece it all back together, realizing that apparently some of the stuff I downloaded but didn't save, and somehow got from Facebook, but now can't find it in my folder. So I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm frantic. I am sitting in front of it right now, though, like half complete. So it'll be done today, like this morning, because I have to stay up anyway to cook, I was going to say breakfast, to cook Thanksgiving dinner. So it'll be done like later it'll be done before you put the show up. And then what I'm going to do is, after I finish putting it together, I'm going to put a little thing in the front of it that's kind of like, it's like what was I going to do? Like a Scarface kind of a thing, or not Scarface, like a Pablo Escobar kind of thing, mob thing or whatever. Just be like, this video is, was seized by the hands of da-da-da-da and was asked to not be released. Or something like that. I'll have to figure out some weird thing, like this videotape was stolen from the house of El Jefe, or I don't know. It's not meant for public eyes.
This month's edition of Budget Cuts is up this week, plus Survivor Series, plus Ric Flair at war with WWE, plus CM Punk and MJF murder each other on the microphone. But first, we gotta go back in time. So, here is This Week in Wrestling History. Up first, on November 19th, 1995, Bret Hart ended Diesel's 358-day reign, becoming WWE Champion at Survivor Series.
Thank goodness.
Did ratings tanked for a year because Diesel was champion for a year?
I mean, that's what they say. I mean, he seemed pretty over to me, but I mean, I'm not going to argue. He's not very entertaining.
Yeah, he wasn't really around live for that era, but I don't hear good things about it.
I was going to say, yeah, the going back and watching it, no bueno.
November 19th, 2006, TNA presented Genesis, which featured Abyss becoming NWA World Champion, which I'm sure not many people remember, actually, as he defeated Sting by disqualification. And for some reason, back in those days, TNA allowed title changes by DQ.
What the fuck?
Right. Apparently, I don't remember the pay-per-view very well. I'm sure I watched it, though. But Sting lost his cool and just started beating people up with chairs and got DQ'd. Also on that night, in what was dubbed as the Dream Match of the Decade, Kurt Angle defeated Samoa Joe, ending Joe's 18-month undefeated streak.
All right, 18 months? Goddamn, Joe.
Yeah.
Somebody win, guy.
He debuted at Slammiversary the year before and went all the way to Genesis.
Damn, okay. What are you?
And of course, that's like one of TNA's most famous moments, Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
I mean, hell, it's a good feud. It makes you want to go back and watch it.
Good feud, and as I recall, they've never had a bad match against each other.
I'm about to say, could those guys have a bad match? Is that a thing? Is that a possible thing?
They could probably... I mean, Kurt Angle's not 100% anymore, but they could probably wrestle today and have a great match.
Yeah, entertaining for sure.
Right. However, for Joe, 10 years later, on November 19th, in 2016, Joe defeated Shinsuke Nakamura at TakeOver Toronto to become the first ever two-time NXT champion.
That I do.
Yeah, I definitely remember that one.
And the fact that his first title reign came on fuck a house show.
I could fuck a house show.
Right?
Where are we up to? November 20th, 2002, on TNA number 21. This is when they used to do weekly pay-per-views. Jeff Jarrett defeated Ron Killings, a.k.a. R-Truth, to become the NWA World Champion. One of as many that people weren't happy about.
Nobody was happy about anything goddamn Jeff Jarrett did.
I mean, he was a pretty good heel. But, I think people keep comparing Cody to him, and, like, Cody ain't won no world title.
No, sir.
Here we go. November 20th, 2011, the historic 434-day reign of CM Punk began as he defeated Alberto Del Rio at Survivor Series to regain the WWE Championship.
Love it.
Oh, it was great. He also had Howard Finkel as his guest ring announcer.
The Fink, that's right. I remember that. Goddamn, the Fink was out there, boy.
I think he also, like, talked for too long, and Punk just kind of came out and looked at his watch like, really?
Can we get a move on here, player? Got things to do, people to see, homie.
Got me a title to win.
Mm-hmm.
Got some Pepsi to drink.
There you go, the Pepsi.
November 21st, this is a good one, 1999. Bret Hart defeated Chris Benoit in a tournament final at Mayhem to become WCW champion. It was then vacated before Bret won it back, and vacated again before Benoit won it back, and vacated again before it was won by Sid Vicious, and vacated again before being won by Kevin Nash, all in the space of 2 months.
What the actual fuck?
It's literally Benoit vacated, Bret Hart vacated, Benoit vacated.
Like nobody
Sid
gives a
Vicious
shit. Like, no,
vacated.
you know what? You can have it, bro. No, you have it, bro. No, you have it, bro. Like, bro, make it be fucking mine.
WCW.
Oh, they kill me, but they were entertaining, boy. I tell you that.
Yeah. November 22nd, 2010. The Miz shocked the world when he cashed in his Money in the Bank on Randy Orton to become WWE Champion on Raw.
Good shit.
Cue the angry Miz girl.
Oh, yeah, she's big old piss. Look at that.
It's weird, we still think of her as a little girl. And it was,
like small
11
child.
years ago.
Whatever, she will always be a small child.
You will always be that frowning, angry little girl in the crowd.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe you kind of set yourself up for it, but it is what it is. Don't be too mad.
Yeah. But you can like see her training to become a wrestler or something, and WWE will like, this was her way back when.
Right, that I could totally see that happen.
Also on November 22nd in 2015, after they had defeated Alberto and Kevin Owens respectively, Roman Reigns defeated Dean Ambrose for the vacant WWE Championship, but Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank to steal the title for himself, also at Survivor Series.
Asshole.
Actually, I think a lot of people loved it. It's probably the best reaction any heel has ever gotten cashing in Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
just because it was Roman.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
So I've only got up to yesterday, but finally, on November 23rd, 2008, Edge defeated Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov for the WWE Championship, and John Cena defeated Chris Jericho for the World Championship.
There we go.
I'll probably do like 8 days of history next week just to make up for not including today. But also, birthdays. We like birthdays.
Love birthdays.
Shane Douglas turned 57 on November 21st.
Hey, all right.
Elias. The franchise, Shane Douglas. Kids, go look him up.
Oh, yeah. Go do some goddamn history.
Was it Hardcore Homecoming? He had the barbed wire match with Sabu. And I think Terry Funk, too. I think it was a triple threat barbed wire match.
I want to say that's right, but I'm not that all familiar with ECW names.
Oh, that was like an indie show. It was just like a celebration of hardcore. I just remember having the DVD.
I need to find it.
Yes.
Oh, I need to find this right now.
It was basically the indie One Night Stand because it came out like a couple of months after the original One Night Stand.
Oh,
and it was just like, this is how you fucking do ECW.
Yeah, fucking bananas way.
Not that One Night Stand wasn't great. It was good. But it wasn't really ECW.
The One Night Stand is infamous.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we did it. That was one of the first early editions of Retro Rewind. Was when we were back doing pay-per-views. And seeing that was bananas. Like, not only the brutality, but like to see like guys are in there like wrestling to, I would say, I don't mean to say it like this, but to today's standards, like, and I hate that I admit this shit, but goddamn Jerry Lynn, when we seen the first time I saw Jerry Lynn in 1996 off of not One Night Stand, Heat Wave, and this cat looked like Kenny Omega got in a time machine, boy, and went to ECW in 1996. I was like, wait a minute, is that Kenny? No, it's fucking Jerry Lynn. And they wrestled such a same style. It's not even funny. It's just, but no, I mean, God, ECW was on some shit, boy.
Off the fucking chain.
But it was mad fucking entertaining.
Yeah. Also, on November 22nd, Elias turned 34. Where the fuck is Elias?
I don't give a shit.
I always
Fuck
liked
that
Elias.
guy. As long, hey, if I'm in the crowd, then yeah, then give me the chance to yell "Walk with Elias." But other than that, I don't give a shit.
All right. Also, some dude called Bonesaw turned 40 who isn't Macho Man. I just saw Bonesaw, but wait a minute.
Is it a shoot bone saw? This motherfucker
There's actually a Bonesaw.
shoot
Bonesaw McGraw.
saw. What in the shit? I mean, I guess so.
I mean, you probably can't find anything on him because if you Google Bonesaw wrestler, you're probably just going to get Macho Man and Spider-Man.
I was just gonna say you're gonna get that's the very. I'm over here. That's the first thing I typed in. It's the first thing I got.
Yep, Randy Savage. There you go.
Goddamn Randy McSavage over here, man. Lord have this.
Okay. There's also a younger Bonesaw who currently wrestles for Defiance.
Oh, I must not have scrolled low enough. I seen the first thing said Macho Man. Said nope, click. That's enough.
And there's not many birthdays this week. Also, yesterday it was Aaliyah's 27th birthday, and Beth Phoenix turned 41.
Congrats all. Hold on real quick. Flashback to the history that is Thanksgiving and wrestling. They coincide aplenty. Back in November 24th, 1983. That's right. Some super history. Ric Flair beat Harley Race for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in a cage match.
Ooh.
With Glenn Kaniski as referee. Glenn Kaniski, old school wrestler, like 40s, 50s. Do some research. I just had to drop it because every goddamn time I listen to Uncle Dave on Thanksgiving, he always 80 goddamn stories about Thanksgiving wrestling. Like, okay, all right, man, you told them all last year. I don't give a shit. Can we get on to some news, please?
It's like Christmas. You watch the same movies.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's part of the season.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk about these releases. Every time I see these mass exterminations of WWE contracts, it seems more and more people are pissed off, and yet WWE still gets more ratings than any other wrestling show. How does this work?
Because the reality of the matter is their fans are, as B-Dry would say, constantly. They're fickle. And as long as they like what something is going on with like 2 or 3 guys, they're going to keep watching. They might even be able to increase the crowd. The fact that all these guys got released, it only affects us because we know who the fuck they are. WWE is the land of the casual fan. The casual 37-year-old, 35-year-old, 38-year-old fan, mid-30s, early 40s, And then on top of that, the other awesome group of fans that are getting forced to go to these shows are kids under 12. And they don't give a rat's ass about anybody that doesn't have a fucking, moniker. They don't they have to have a fucking saying. Like, kids could give a shit about, like, Chad Gable or Otis or fuck anybody else. But, I mean, like, they like Seth. They like Roman. They like Big E because he's entertaining. And, but if you got rid of one of those guys, it'd be a total uproar. But you're getting rid of guys that are, to us, underutilized, underpushed people that could be making big money on the main or on the the indie scene, and you got them here jobbing out and acting stupid and giving them dumb nicknames.
Yeah,
Bearcat.
Which I'll admit, I believed the dirt sheet that said it was his idea, and obviously now he's confirmed that it wasn't.
I would sure hope not. You were really going to tell me that you're going to give your own self the name Bearcat?
I mean, when I heard the reasoning behind it, I thought, okay, that's cool, that makes sense, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit. Don't do it. I'm sorry, I don't believe.
I mean, I was going to ask what it's going to take for people to just tune off, but you just hit the nail on the head. Like, they're just blind, submissive sheep.
They are quite literal sheep. I mean, if you wanted to I wish I didn't have to say it like that, but it's the truth. They are sheep. They are the ones they only know this wrestling because they refuse to learn any other wrestling. which are the diehard marks, and we know plenty of them. Yeah, Glenn, I'm talking to you. You know, and I understand. You know, we all grew up with something. You know, and back then, you know, we were different. But when you grow up, you're going to change your mind, and some have changed. Most I'm starting to see are slowly changing their mind and realizing that there is other professional wrestling out there, actual professional wrestling, as I should say, not, you know, other actual professional wrestling. And so, I mean, that's why you've seen the demographic for AEW pretty much stay the same, if not increase. It's gotten more on the guys' side. You know, NXT and WWE have to resort to the same things, returning big name stars to garner, you know, nostalgia views, or you plug the fuck out of Mandy Rose and you try to get the teenage kids that are whacking off while watching your show. I mean, I don't mean to put it so simple, but that's how, I mean, it's the truth. You know, they have no reason to want to turn off. So why would they want to? We've sat here for 30 years, you know, 20 years, 30 years, watched the fuck out of this product, realize, dude, you really are never going to change.
No.
You can sign every fucking great talent under the sun, and this company will never change. And that's why we got so fed up. And that's why most of the diehards have left. And that's why, yeah, maybe we, you know, are a little
biased.
I don't know. I guess get a little biased. Okay. Yeah, they didn't want to use that word. Sounds so negative, but it is the truth. You know, we do want to seem a little biased because it's like, dude, it's like a bad ex. Like, if you see her in public, I'm never shopping at this fucking store again. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, we're biased for the right reasons.
Exactly. We've been fucking screwed over and made fun of forever. Belittled and, you know, fucking just, when they don't give a shit about your opinion, but they tell you on television that all they care about is your opinion, and we're going to do things your way, and then they don't do a goddamn thing your way, it's a fucking slap to the face.
Yeah.
Just,
this is probably going to turn into a rant now, but as I said on Facebook this past weekend, Vince McMahon could literally walk out into the streets on a murder spree and WWE loyalists would still be like, yeah, but he made wrestling what it is. Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. He did great things like WrestleMania, Undertaker, Austin, Rock, TLC, Hell in a Cell, and then became a black-hearted, out of touch, stubborn, egotistical, power crazy, selfish, uncaring, greedy prick who looks like he's already had the formaldehyde injected and the mortician's already applied the makeup.
Yeah, he's done so, baby.
Seriously.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the fucking truth. This is, and like, let me speak to those who, for, you know, you are a diehard WWE fan. Check this out. Hey, first off, kudos to you for fucking sticking around for as long as you have. Okay, it's this thing is fucking abysmal. So you got a fucking set of balls on you. I give you that first off. But and I don't mean to put it so vaguely. It's like fucking Trump supporters and WWE diehards. You could literally go, like, as you said, you could literally go on a killing spree and they will defend the shit out of them. Mm. You know? And no, this is not like a Chris Benoit related thing. Okay? Do not, like, that's what we're talking about here. Like, we mean, like, they could literally, you know, for his own amusement, not have brain issues and go fucking killing people. And you fucking diehards would be like, but that's Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
The Attitude Era.
Exactly.
Attitude Era was great, but that was 20 years ago.
Exactly. That's the greatest part about that. That was forever and a motherfucking day ago. Okay? Forever and a fucking day ago. Okay? If you really want to try to hold cool people up to standards that high, then, like, every time I hear Eric Bischoff say anything, I need to be entertained.
Yeah.
Anytime I see anybody from WCW, I expect to be entertained. No, that's not how it fucking works, pal. I don't get these fucking nerds.
Seriously though, Vince does look like he's already had the mortician's makeup applied.
No,
he looks like he was buried in the pet cemetery and came back fucked up, and that actually explains a lot.
That's hilarious.
That would explain a lot.
Just perfect.
It's the Pet Cemetery Vince McMahon.
Oh, that works so awesome. I mean, he's in his 60s, 70s?
I think he's in his 70s, yeah.
He looks every fucking bit of it.
He looks more like 90.
Oh, God. Vince McMahon. 76 years old.
Yeah.
And the last time we saw this dude, I'm looking at a picture of him right now. And this was when they were doing the screens in the back, the goddamn Thunderdome. And he looks old as a bitch. Like, he has lived a life, boy. In a negative way. I tell you what, life has lived him. Shit, look at that. I mean, but this is also what you do to yourself when you fucking stress over your goddamn product to the point where you have to work out as hard as your own fucking talent.
Oh, God. Maybe even harder.
Yeah.
The dude's insane.
He is, and as much as it is impressive, it also makes me question his mental state.
Oh, I don't think there's any question about that.
Which also makes me bring up the question of why the rest of these people ain't questioning his goddamn mental state.
I mean, you only have to watch Survivor Series. First of all, he has the audacity to have this grand entrance at Survivor Series and be welcomed by a group of jobbers that he's probably going to fire soon anyway. And he's just like, look at this fucking egg.
So I'm so glad I didn't watch that piece of shit. Oh my God.
I know what Red Notice is, but I haven't watched it yet, so I had no idea what the fuck the egg was. He just gets out the limo, presents it, everybody's confused. He's like, come on, react to it. Yay, it's the egg. What the fuck are we looking at? It's a golden egg.
Yeah, I got that, boss, but what the fuck are we looking at? See, this is why I'm so glad the Chargers had a Sunday night game, because I was not going to give a shit. I would have shit all over this fucking thing. But no, I did see the egg, and my first immediate thought was, you swear to God, the goddamn gobbledygooker just got smaller. Are you fucking kidding me?
Look at this fucking egg. What is this, Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, I guess so.
We go into the second trial now?
Yeah, right. He was like, y'all want to play some Quidditch? Look at the size of this bitch. Like, wait a minute.
And then the whole thing was to set up this stupid whodunit on Raw the next night, which nobody gave a shit about.
They ever find who stole the goddamn
It was
thing?
Austin. It was Austin all along.
It was Austin all along. He's like, here, I had to take it because, your fucking company sucks, so I had to make something entertaining.
I ain't watched Raw. I just saw the photos, and, apparently Sami Zayn snitched on Austin Theory, and then Vince yelled at him.
Oh, I'm more like the fucking stories, the made-up rumors of goddamn Triple H pawned the bitch to start his own wrestling company.
I mean, that would have been so cool. That
would have been hilarious.
It was really disheartening seeing the video recently that popped up of them touring, the new offices, downstairs, and Vince is leading all these what investors or whatever, and Triple H is just right at the back.
I was going to say, he was all the way in the back. That made me, question some shit. Well, wait a minute, I know, thanks a lot, TikTok, I appreciate you, but, what in the fuck? He don't give a shit about this place no more.
I can't blame him. Everything he's built has been stripped away.
He really tried to make NXT the legit, hey, fuck the indies. We got all the indie stars here. Watch NXT. We're going to be better than any of your indie shows. Which I think is the great concept that it was. But then when it, quote unquote, and when it lost to AEW, I don't even want to do the quote unquote. When it lost to AEW in the quote unquote ratings war, that's what I wanted to quote unquote.
But it generally was.
They put themselves in that fucking situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? They knew they didn't have to fucking do that. If you would have left them on Tuesdays, I almost guarantee you both shows probably would have averaged 800, 900,000 viewers a week. Both of them. They'd probably still be booming. But no, Vince sees competition. Vince sees, another wrestling company on TV. We must compete. We must compete. You know,
Yeah.
he never wanted to compete against Impact. Didn't see a point of competing against them. But here comes fucking another billionaire. Oh, I better compete against them. Like, dude.
Oh,
It was
shit,
not
they got
that, like,
Jericho.
they got Jericho. Oh, shit. They got those Bucks Youngs guys. Those guys. Didn't we cease and desist them again? Oh, we did? What else can we see? Nothing? Oh, shit.
What the fuck happened to Ambrose?
Right? Who the fuck is a Moxley?
Hey, Hunter, that guy looks like he looks just like Dean.
He looks just like but it's I mean, it's just like it did not need to be competition. It got forced to be competition, and
By the time
I
it did move
literally
back to
think
Tuesdays, the
a
damage
whole
was
brand
done.
could have been saved.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
What was it like?
I'm not gonna say I hate NXT. I mean, this new NXT is hot ass garbage.
Yeah, literally the only thing you need to watch on it is Toxic Attraction.
That is it. And trust
Actually-
me, you can catch their whole segment on highlights.
The whole women's division, to be fair, is doing pretty good on NXT, but everything else is just a shadow of what it used to be.
Well, yeah, you got goddamn Braun Breaker going out there to yell War Games.
Oh, no, it's not the same.
No, that was whack.
Only
And
one
was this,
person
like,
can
some
yell
old
War
school
Games.
versus the new school kind of shit. Like, I did not like. I do not like this dynamic. And now, granted, again, I barely even watched the highlights. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Again, did not give a shit. Did not give a shit about NXT at all this week.
See,
I literally seen the clip of Breaker yelling War Games, and that was it.
serious question.
And I'm
though.
like,
Can they even get 2 rings in that studio? Because it's like built like an oval.
oh, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Push the seats back. You know, you only got 300 people. Well, I guess we're only gonna have 150 people. They really don't give a shit about how many are in the fucking crowd. So
long as we got the regulars in the front row, that's all that matters.
that's all that matters.
How long was like the Wednesday Night War? Was it like a year and a half or something? Was it even a year? I can't remember.
God, let me double check. I want to say
But,
it wasn't even a year. Oh my
Because
God,
then,
I
like,
can't-
NXT did move back to Tuesdays, but by then everybody already thought it was a joke, so they didn't care. So we got like what 600,000.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which, as you said, if they had just stayed on Tuesdays in the first place, they would have had those higher numbers consistently.
Year and a half.
Yeah. Well, I knew it wasn't 2 years, because it was
Yeah,
over in a
77
flash.
weeks. Is that the right number? 75 weeks. Sorry, 75 weeks.
Man, it didn't even make it to Raw versus Nitro.
Not even close. But I mean, it wasn't gonna.
Wow.
We all knew.
Well, we're already still on Survivor Series. I think also the whole egg thing was like a red herring to make us think The Rock was going to show up. I know people are saying WWE never announced anything, but they were pushing the shit out of The Rock to make you think he was going to show up. First of all, like Vince's arrival, it's a grand limo. We got a special guest. Oh shit, it's going to be The Rock, and now it's Vince. But he's got the egg from The Rock's movie, so The Rock's definitely going to be here, right?
Wrong.
But Roman Reigns is in the main event, so he's going to show up at the end, right? No.
No, which is bullshit. But that's the thing. It's like
They teased it.
they have been pushing, this idea. They have been teasing the fucking holy shit out of the idea of Rock being pretty much the only guy that's going to beat Roman. Then they also pushed the shit out of him possibly showing up by for a week straight having every fucking dork under the sun dressed up as him.
Not to mention Sasha and people using his catchphrases.
All that. And then we were like, okay, so this he's definitely coming. He's coming. And nothing. And nothing.
It's,
And now, I mean, granted, this one too has been like another fucking 2-year story build.
yeah. It
Maybe
was
just in the fans' mind, but it's been built.
I think it was like last summer. Like that fan poster came out of The Rock and the shadow of his original like Rocky Maivia attire. And it was saying that was like going to be like 25th anniversary for Survivor Series. That's going to be the theme. Then it came out that it wasn't going to be the theme. Then it was the theme. But I mean, you telling me they didn't even think to get The Rock to like film a quick video or something.
Nah.
I know he's busy, but he did more, like somebody else said, he did more for Impact to induct Ken Shamrock than he did for his own 25th anniversary. And he's never set foot in Impact.
That's so true, though.
Right?
He's like, nah.
That was so easy as well, because Shamrock literally just went on social media and asked him to shoot a video. Rock, yeah, no problem. That's how easy it is, Vince.
I mean, right? I mean, don't act like you don't got this guy's fucking direct cell phone number, too. Hey, what's up, Brock? How you doing?
You got any more cousins?
Oh, yeah, fucking Jesus. So we got the other Uso brother that looks just like the other Uso brothers.
Yeah. Not Uso.
You got any other ones that look just like the Uso so we can have an Uso family? Be like,
you got enough
so
cousins for us to fill up an entire Survivor Series match with?
Do you have any more girl cousins?
Because the last one didn't work out too well.
Oh, yeah, she's a bitch.
Oh.
She's over here punching people. We had a fucking fire. You got another one.
I also
How's
think...
your daughter? Is your daughter coming along?
Oh, yeah, she's still in developmental.
She's still in NXT.
Well, obviously, she escaped the cut.
Oh, yeah, she's not going to fucking go anywhere. Are you kidding me?
I think
that girl could fucking show up in the ring and lay the biggest fucking egg this side of the fucking golden egg. And it still would have... She'd still be fucking... She can go in there and be goddamn Mandy Rose. Not Mandy Rose. Fucking goddamn... No, give me a fucking terrible example. God, not Carmella.
Eva Marie.
AJ, thank you. Eva Marie. They should go in there and be an Eva Marie, botching left and right like nobody's hot business. But because she is The Rock's daughter, she will hang out. She probably just won't get no TV time, and he won't care.
How many opportunities did they have to fire Nia Jax? And it came down to, oh, you want some time off? Well, fuck you, you're fired.
The way they let go of some people in this fucking company is just goddamn petty.
It's not always just a case of, oh, they fired more people, they're evil. It's the way they fired them or the reasons they fired them.
Exactly. Or the lack thereof.
Yeah. Budget cuts. Fuck you, you just made $200 million.
I was going to say, I was like, yeah, your budget, boy, your budget is up there. Do not tell me that it's not.
It's not like you're fucking Impact. You can afford a few people.
I mean, I get it. There's like way too. I mean, you could cut some motherfuckers. You got some too many nerds and this and that. But I mean,
yeah, sure.
You didn't need to go cutting. How many did they cut when they went to the thing?
Like 20.
Yeah, 20 something.
When you
this is a
trimming off the fat, fair enough. But when you're releasing guys like Aleister Black and Samoa Joe, and well, I mean Joe did get rehired, but like. Fucking half the Undisputed Era are gone. Well, all of them are from Kyle.
Yeah, that's right. Bobby Fish was a part of that. That was a 13-man cut back in August 16. And then this one is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 motherfuckers got cut on that one.
Yeah.
And that was, what was that, November the 4th? And then just recently, they cut a whole nother... fucking another 8 cats. So it's like, slow down. Slow the fuck down. Like, okay, and then here's the thing that makes it, this is why we make it's so bad. Okay, if it's not obvious as fuck already, let me just name 3 lovely names here. Isaiah Swerve Scott, Top Dollar, and Asante Adonis.
Yeah.
They were literally, I want to say within the last 7 or 8 weeks, just put on the main roster. Why in the fuck would you give these guys a raise, inform them they're going to the big show, and a few weeks later say, nah, and then just cut them?
Yeah, I know.
If you didn't like them in NXT, why didn't you just get rid of them then?
Well, also, they released B-Fab, and then they give the 3 guys like 2 weeks without her, and then they're fired too.
Yeah, that didn't help. Yeah, the way to take away a key part of that and make everything worse. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, like Nia Jax was a part of that when B-Fab went away. Oni Lorcan was a part of that. Who was another one? Oh, Lindsay Dorado, Harry Smith Jr. They brought this motherfucking cat in to do nothing.
Did he even get on TV?
Nope.
Wow.
Excuse me.
I'm allergic to
But
this bullshit.
I mean, for real. I'm over here. My nose is running because it is bullshit. It is just highly allergic bullshit. Karrion Kross.
Oh, yeah.
Push the fuck out of that guy. Goodbye. See you later. I remember when Nia Jax was the unbeatable blah, 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 blah. You couldn't do anything. She's fucking gone. Ember Moon, this is the second time they fucking have released her.
Yep. How many times they released Mickie James?
Oh, God. I don't even want to count that, you know. I am happy, though, for, like, my boy, like, Grand Metalik. Like, thank God, bro. Get the fuck out of there. You're gonna finally, you know, get your comeuppance, your recognition. The reality is he is fucking amazing. And I'm hoping he just goes back to Mexico, but I would also love it if he went to Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, because some of these things have worked out. Like Bobby Fish, he found a perfect home in AEW, and nobody's complaining about that one. You know, now I'm just waiting for like Jake Atlas to show up there, maybe.
Well,
Or,
we're waiting
heaven
for
forbid.
Kyle and Roddy to get released.
That's right. Yeah, I need the whole. So that way they could be the disputed time zone or something. He's got to do it.
Team Boom.
They're gonna have to like Matt and Nick will definitely have to come up with some weird like, hey, that's not undisputed, okay?
Yeah.
Like whatever, just being a couple dicks.
I gotta say honestly, I think if they didn't tease The Rock, and like there was no mention of The Rock or anything, we weren't expecting him, Survivor Series actually wouldn't have been so bad. It was an okay show. Nothing was terrible. Like, it was stupid that they put the Battle Royal on the main show and the fucking Intercontinental Champion versus the US Champion on the pre-show.
I don't get that.
No. They always try to
mid-card titles, bro. Like, come on now.
Yeah, they always try to explain these things like, well, we put 2 good workers on the pre-show to try and get people to buy the pay-per-view, but it's fucking Survivor Series. You've got like Roman Reigns in the main event. What? You're advertising it as The Rock's 25th anniversary. Of course, people are gonna buy it.
So let's say this for a sec and be funky. Isn't Survivor Series one of their big 5?
Oh yeah, and it's
why
always
in
been
this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. There's no fucking excuses.
I've always thought less thought goes into Survivor Series than Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam. And now you add Money in the Bank, which is apparently the big 5th one.
Yeah, all of a sudden. I mean,
they don't give a shit about Survivor Series.
For them being the big pay-per-views, they don't treat them very well.
No. They announced the teams for the Survivor Series matches on social media and then changed them anyway. What the fuck?
That literally makes my head hurt. I'm not even gonna lie.
There was no...
That quite literally is giving me a headache just to think about that.
They did qualifiers after announcing the teams.
Huh?
Because they kicked people off the team that they announced and then said, okay, you can qualify for that spot instead.
Because everything needs fucking drama.
Surely.
This is why this company blows.
It would have made more sense to have qualifiers for the teams before you announce them. Like, actually build the fucking match.
Mm-hmm. That way I have a reason to want to watch the match. You know, and then you give me the fucking list. Then you tell me, oh well, they're gonna have a match and see who's gonna keep their spot. Who's gonna keep their spot?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would you tell me this is the team and then be like, well, they're gonna battle? Why? Why do they need a battle? I would just be like, you know what? I signed this contract, said I'm on the motherfucking team. I'm on the motherfucking team. And I'm just gonna walk the fuck out.
And Aaliyah, who is actually improving, was originally on the SmackDown team. Then Sonya Deville takes her off, and then the SmackDown team loses.
And they put her back on? No?
No, they just lost. Here's another thing that didn't make sense that nobody really pointed out to me. Why? Well, somebody did point it out. WWE didn't really point it out. Why did Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce care so much about who was on each team when they're in charge of both teams? Like, how is this Raw versus SmackDown when the same two people are deciding both teams?
Because they're stupid. And they know they're stupid, and they insult you by letting you know that they think you're stupid.
Yes. And when it actually came to the night, Sonya and Adam were more concerned with the egg missing because they just happened to be sat there in Vince's office when he comes in and notices that it's missing. Where's my fucking egg?
First off, with old man egg missing, I'm going to have to be number one priority on that goddamn egg list, too, because I don't need old, pissed off Vince trying to power lift somebody's car looking for a goddamn egg. Right? Where's my goddamn steak and ketchup? Man, gets mad, fucking flips the goddamn table like, bro, where's this? Find this fucking egg. You know what? Here, check this out. Here's $40. Go to Walmart, get one of them fucking big chocolate eggs, paint that motherfucker gold. He ain't gonna know. Bring it back.
Apparently, it was $100 million, that egg.
Oh, get the.
And apparently, The Rock bought the egg and then gave it to Vince.
Okay, I know he got a lot of money, but can we not come out with ludicrous ass numbers like that? Like that doesn't. Why the fuck The Rock gonna give you $100 million egg?
Right, when it's a prop from his own movie.
And you know it's a prop because we know it's a prop because it's in the goddamn trailer.
Right. Oh yeah, he said this isn't the one from the movie. This is the actual Cleopatra's egg.
Okay.
What do you mean the actual Cleopatra's egg? What the fuck are you talking about?
So you gonna tell me that Papa Shango was really a voodoo doctor? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Vince? Because that's what you're driving at. If you believe that is the real egg, then you believe that fucking Papa Shango, the fucking Godfather, and the Good Father are all three different people.
I mean, Cleopatra's egg literally is not a real thing.
I was just gonna say, is that even a real thing?
It's literally a movie prop.
All bad. Just all bad.
Terrible. I'm kind of pissed that Becky and Charlotte opened the show because that was the match I was only really looking forward to. Just because of this, it's the one they built the most, to be honest. Like, you genuinely get sucked into this heat between the two of them. I still don't even know if it's real heat or if they sold the shit out of it.
Hey, but I mean, if like I love to say all the time, if they're selling, I'm buying.
Yeah, if they were selling, they did a hell of a job.
Yeah, right. Hey, you sold me. Because I think it's legit heat.
I can believe it's legit heat.
I mean,
especially the way Charlotte's been acting lately.
But at the same time, you know, when your dad's Ric Flair, you know, you might know a thing or two about, you know, selling some heat, getting some heat, doing this right. You know, fuck. I mean, hell, look at him and Dusty always felt real. Him and Harley Race always felt real. Now you got that dynamic with his daughter, which I don't hate it, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I guess I hope they don't blow it. I mean, the whole thing constantly comes back to me of, is this, like, those two things? Is this real heat? And the other one is Charlotte on her way out?
Well,
like,
I mean,
is this her way of leaving?
Rick is definitely out of favor with WWE.
Well, they fired him, and then God only knows what else they did.
Well, he went on his podcast and basically said they're erasing his legacy by taking him out of the signature, taking out the Woo, replacing him with Ultimate Warrior, a guy that sued the company, and they made a shitty DVD about. And he's basically saying they'll never get the Woo back because he owns it. Well,
yeah, that's very true.
So yeah, he's really not happy with WWE right now.
Who can fucking blame him?
No, and honestly, when the match ended the way it did with Becky and Charlotte, there was just like a quick roll up. I didn't know if that was meant to happen the way it did because Charlotte just starts laughing, and I'm just thinking, shit, she's gonna just start throwing some fists or something.
Right, it's a little fisticuffs.
But no, Becky's celebrating. Charlotte leaves the ring. It was actually very respectful, surprisingly. And I need to watch the match back to see just how stiff they were, because I could kind of see they were being a little stiff, but at the same time, it didn't feel like they were legit beating the shit out of each other.
Nice. But still, I like me a good old stiffle.
Yeah. And then the next night on Raw, Becky just cuts this great scathing promo on the fans and how they disrespected the Women's Survivor Series match.
I mean...
Did you see any of that?
No,
So,
but I don't... I kind of want to now. That sounds like some shit that I like. I mean, now, is Becky a face or a heel?
I mean, I would say she's a tweener who's trying to get back to being a heel, but the fans won't let her.
Okay.
And I think...
Yeah, she's so over that they won't boo her, but she's definitely in that role.
Yeah, and I think that's what that promo was. It was her trying to get the fans to boo her, because she basically said, you keep saying you want something fresh, but then 10 women came out here and broke their backs last night, and all you did was do your stupid little chants and your stupid little songs.
Stupid little chants, stupid little songs.
I mean, she's got to be a heel for Liv. And if the plan is to actually run with Liv and finally push her and give her the women's title, then Becky needs to be the heel.
Oh, no. Yeah, but again, like how you brought up, will the fans let her?
I mean, they're so behind Liv, I could see them being okay with that. Especially, a lot of fans are frustrated because they keep fake pushing Liv Morgan, and have done for a few months. Like, she's hot as hell with the audience, and they keep pushing her towards the title and then doing nothing with her. Or they keep pushing her with wins, and then all of a sudden she's on a losing streak to fucking Carmella.
Fucking Carmella, oh my god.
Taking the title off Becky Lynch would be huge for her.
It would, and it would make a star, something I love to preach, but this is WWE we're talking about here.
I mean, personally, with the whole Ronda Rousey rumor not being real and that not happening, so I don't see Ronda and Becky happening at Mania, I would be cool with Liv getting very close to beating Becky, and then Becky retains, but Liv wins the Rumble.
I can get down with that.
Bold prediction time. Chad,
Liv,
here's your
Liv can
royalties.
Liv needs to get that real push.
Yeah. And there isn't really anybody else on Raw right now that's as popular as Liv Morgan, apart from Becky, obviously. I mean,
I was about to say,
yeah, it's Bianca on Raw or SmackDown now. I've lost track. Oh, she's on Raw now. So yeah, there's Bianca, there's Liv Morgan. But Bianca had a great year this year, so I think Liv Morgan's time to shine.
There we go. I like it.
But yeah, let's effing go.
Yeah, time to pull the trigger, man. You got to make stars in this company. Use your established stars to put over a young up-and-comer. That's how it works.
And I'm sure Becky would love to do nothing less. I mean, she's successful as hell. She's happy to put people over.
That she is. But again, will the old man let her?
Right. And then, of course, we didn't really see Becky on TV again. But she was almost on the stage looking out for Seth when the dude jumped him. I'm not gonna call him a fan.
This dude is legit off his rocker, boy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I initially said don't call them fans, they're scum, which most of them are. But yeah, this guy ain't playing with a full deck.
It's one of these guys that I swear to God, when you're able to sit at home and hang out on your computer all day long, it'll just do you bad. And I mean real bad. He's obviously a hardcore fan. He was digging around, and I guess he got DM'd by somebody that was supposedly pretending to be Seth.
Yeah.
And told this kid, hey, we want to hire you for an angle. First the fuck off. Who in the fuck are you, homie, to be known as Seth Rollins, Mr. I got beef with you and you know it? And it's like, no.
Oh, apparently he's one of Rock's cousins.
Know it. Oh, yeah, that too. He's like, I'm a part of the royal family, and I'm like, homie, if you are the turd of the royal family, if that's the case, homie, because you look nothing like nobody in the fam. You do not look Samoan.
You know what we really shouldn't laugh, but you know what the funniest thing was about the whole scam thing? You really believe Seth Rollins needs a couple of grand?
That too. That part was just the fucking like, are you kidding me? Like we're talking about Seth Rollins. Like, I mean, if it was like, fucking Baron Corbin, all right. Just stupid joke, make fun of him because he's poor on TV, but not in real life. But I mean, it would have made more goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Then let's go after fucking Seth Rollins because he needs a couple G's. When the fuck goddamn Seth Rollins get broke?
You got Seth coming out every single week in ludicrously expensive suits.
Ludicrously ugly ass suits.
Yeah,
probably hell of expensive.
I think he's okay for a couple of $1,000.
Yeah, I think he'd be all right. Now, I'm not an expert in finance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was. He'd be all right. I think that was the only interesting thing that happened on Raw, and it wasn't even on Raw. It was obviously the cameras got away from it, but obviously people film it. Thank you, social media. Chavo Guerrero piped in and basically criticized Seth for not attacking the guy back. Now, initially, I always say they deserve to get attacked back, but at the same time, they don't want to get sued.
I get all that, but I know that there's an extremely popular video out there of a house show where fucking Stone Cold and Triple H are having a match, and they kick the shit out of some poor fucker.
Different times.
I don't give a shit, homie. Like that's where I'm on that boat. Where if you're gonna fucking jump me as a performer, knowing goddamn well I am performing, I'm gonna lay them in. I don't give a shit. You want to sue me? You jump me first, motherfucker.
I absolutely agree. They are well within their rights to defend themselves, but at the same time, people will sue you for anything these days.
I don't give a shit. Come on with it. You gonna tell me a judge gonna catch all these goddamn TikTok videos of this cat blindsiding me, and you're gonna tell me that's not self-defense?
Absolutely should be.
Hey, a fucking stupid shit Rittenhouse can get away with it.
Right. There should literally be a law where wrestlers are allowed to kick the shit out of anybody that touches them that isn't supposed to.
I like that. We need that. Somebody's make that shit happen.
Remember that time Punk was in the crowd and somebody smacked him on the back of the head and he just turned around and backhands somebody else?
Well, what the real reactions, bro? Like, come on. This is like, you want to fuck with a wrestler, you're going to get fucked with right back.
I mean, first of all, he was the biggest heel in the company at the time, and you're going to let him go into the crowd without security. WWE security sucks anyway. It's never. They
really do.
It's never lazy security that take these guys down. It's the referees.
Yeah. And it's like, of all the fucking dudes, the refs, bro, these cats that, like, they can barely count the 1, 2, 3. I mean, they have to have a fucking microphone in their, or earpiece in their ear to be told what to do.
Yeah, but in reality, the refs are actually pretty tough. They can hurt
most
somebody.
Most of them are also former wrestlers.
Exactly. But crazy scenario. There was also a video of Seth where somebody was asking him about it, like at the airport or something, and Seth was just like super respectful about it. And he was
That's surprising because I've seen a lot of like Seth be a total douche in public videos.
Yeah. And then the guy was like, so, are you going to press charges? And Seth was like, I don't want to comment on that.
Yeah, that's probably because I'm about to press charges on that ass.
I want to sue the fuck out of him.
Stupid kid. I mean, and all the guy did was end up pulling his hair.
Yeah, I also laughed when Seth got up and he was like, come on then, pussy, or something.
Like, come on, motherfucker.
You got 3 guys on top of the guy.
I love how he fucking, like, I get, like, kayfabe right the fuck out the window. He's like, that's all you got, bitch? Come on, motherfucker. But I'm like, this is great.
Later on, Seth was in a segment and he just comes out, like, looking around mockingly.
As he should.
Like, oh shit, am I going to get jumped again? Ha ha ha.
This motherfucker coming back.
Also, as the dude was getting escorted out by security, the crowd chanted "asshole" at him.
Yep.
There was also another almost incident where pretty much the whole roster was like around the ring, and I don't know what happened, but somebody was shouting shit at Montez Ford. So like Montez and MVP was basically the big brother. He was like, "Who's talking shit about you, Tez? That guy over there. Come here." And then you can slowly see like Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and everybody's slowly starting to take notice and just watch out for it because like, is somebody else going to jump? Oh, we're ready for a fight now after what happened to Seth.
Oh yeah, bro. When these guys, they're ready to go.
And the guy comes, he's like in the 4th or 5th row, and he comes right to the front, and MVP pretty much invites him to step over the barricade, and he just walks away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking smart.
Because
bud.
by this point, you've got like 6 wrestlers staring the guy down, and Sami Zayn's like right in his face.
Oh yeah, he don't want none. He don't want none of that kick, boy.
Brooklyn, chill the fuck out.
Seriously. Like, goddamn.
I know.
It's a show, damn it.
New York's a rowdy city, but fucking chill. It's a show.
Mm-hmm. Meant for entertainment purposes.
Well, meant for, but it's WWE. But
that's why, yeah, them motherfuckers take that shit extra serious, man. Extra serious.
Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
Good evening, wrestling fans. Welcome back to another edition of The Evolution of Pro Wrestling. Woo!
I'm Lewis and this is Jay. Who made a bigger impact? Stone Cold Steve Austin
or The Rock?
Shawn Michaels or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
See, this is a crazy topic.
And we got an exciting topic for you tonight.
Who's better in which era? CM Punk or Bret Hart?
WrestleMania. Holy cow. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the best and most shocking moments in SummerSlam history.
Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
our next special event is our 5th annual Maxis Awards. It's the one night of the year where we award the best and worst of the last 12 months, and it's the one night of the year where we come to you on a Sunday. It takes place on December 26th. You can go to maxwrestling.net/maxis right now to vote in each category, but that's not all, because it is a Max Wrestling special event, which means championships are on the line.
Yeah.
The Phoenix will defend the Knowledge Championship after a clean sweep in the promo series Gauntlet last week, but you get to choose who his challenger will be. The options are Chad Malcolm, Daniel Crimmins, or Ryan Sutcliffe.
Okay.
2 of which I believe have challenged for the Knowledge Championship before. Also, our brand new television champion, Moses Marquez, also defends his title, and you also get to choose his opponent. The 3 options for that one are the 3 people originally up for the TV title against Moses, which were Chad Malcolm once again, The Phoenix, or Travis the Walker Anderson.
Ooh, I like it.
Anderson. And of course, the World Championship. Currently, the champion is Chad, and we already know the challenger will be Mike Larkin. But what kind of trivia will it be? This is what you get to decide. It is quick fire, 3 stages of knowledge, or full trivia mayhem.
Ooh. Okay.
You can vote for everything right now at maxwrestling.net/maxis, including Match of the Year, Wrestler of the Year, and the much coveted McMahon Award for Wanker of the Year.
Oh yeah, love that one.
I think it's my favorite award.
It's the best. Aptly, like properly named too.
Yes, It's had, I think, 2 different names. Originally, it was the Meltzer Award. But I think McMahon is a bigger wanker.
Big time.
Okay. We have covered as much WWE as physically, mentally we could. So on to the brighter side of wrestling. And it was truly a bright side last night. In Chicago, AEW Thanksgiving special of Dynamite kicks off with MJF and CM Punk with live microphones.
Now, okay, for those who are going to say it, Glenn, I get it. This was a WWE segment. But I want you to go back and tell me when the last time something this good happened on WWE in the last 20 years.
Oh, that was
I will point to no incident besides the pipe bomb.
Right. And I love how they referenced that. And MJF was like, that was your biggest moment. But every shot MJF fired at Punk sold it so well. Just standing in the corner, clearly pissed off, and just like, yep, keep him coming.
He let him, he's like, yep, get it all off your chest. Called him a fucking, he's like, you know, for a straight edge guy, you look just like a meth addict. called him ugly. Like the meth addict one, I was like, God damn.
That was such a good line.
It was great, but geez, did you need to burn him so bad? You know, he brought up the whole, he's like, you know, you never mentioned me in any of your media press. And he's like, in the, you know, he's all, it's because, you know, I'd finish you faster than your UFC career.
Yeah.
Then he says he doesn't drop pipe bombs, he drops nukes.
But the great thing about it, MJF did drop all these nukes, and then Punk just fires right back.
Right back. Says he's just, and this is the, like, you can't start a better promo in this scenario than how Punk did. He's like, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
He's just a sad dad now. I'm disappointed in you.
You took all
he's
the
like,
cheap
you know,
shots.
Oh yeah, well of course he did. He had to. It's MJF. It's what he does best. But it's like, again, Punk right back with the perfect retort and rebuttal. You know, hey, I know you got your gel. He's like, you got your poster, my poster on your wall. He's like, I didn't know your first name was Maxwell. He's like, I thought MJF stood for my jealous fan. That line I loved, fucking loved. And then of course, the one that broke the fucking internet is he's like, you think that you're all that, but the reality is you're a less famous Miz.
Brilliant.
And it just fucking tore the roof off of that fucking building, off of the WWE building, just like, and then everybody started calling him Miz.
Miz probably watched that segment and just laughed his ass off.
Oh, I bet he did. Oh, I know. I almost know he did.
So
this
good.
was just,
and also I was main eventing Madison Square Garden when you were marking out for Rosie O'Donnell.
That's right. He's like, you know, well, you sang a song on there. I'll just sing us a song here and get you in the New York Times. But, you know, now I'm going to get you in there in the obituaries. I love that. Talks about the 4 pillars. Oh, the 4 pillars. He's like, but you forget that you got replaced by Britt Baker. And I lost it. Oh, my God. And then, of course, the ultimate finisher of the night. He says the only way you're going to be, you know, fucking number 2 is if Tony Khan has a daughter and you marry her.
Wow.
And I was like, total kick in the dick.
And that wasn't just a kick in the dick for MJF. That was a total kick in the dick for Triple H.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time. And that's fine. He fucking deserves it. It's kind of true. Let's be honest here.
Oh, Triple H and Punk always had heat.
Oh yeah, big time heat. But I mean, like, let's be real for a sec. Where was Hunter at prior to him and Steph? Nowhere. I'm watching it, bud. Nowhere.
I mean, 98, he was like great feud with Triple H with The Rock for the IC title. But yeah, he didn't really become a main eventer until the whole test and Stephanie and the wedding.
Mm-hmm. And then ever since then, he never came down.
No. I mean, granted, he's super talented anyway. I always enjoy Triple H's matches, but still.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, like, he knew that he wasn't going to get a higher position on the card unless something were to change. And I don't want to say that he saw Steph as an opportunity. Oh, I'm sure he saw it as a different kind of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually a big risk because he was already in trouble after the whole curtain call.
That's right. And you know what I mean? I guess time heals wounds, as they say.
Yeah, and as time taught us, it was a risk worth taking.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Paid off for how many years?
Yeah, speaking of Triple H and Steph, apparently their oldest daughter is now training to become a wrestler too.
Oh, Lord. Another one.
Well, here we go. In like 10 years, we're going to have Triple H's daughter versus The Rock's daughter.
Oh, yeah. Except, you know, The Rock's daughter's probably been in there for like 12 more years than this other one.
Yeah. I don't even know how old she is. Like, I remember Stephanie being pregnant in like 2006 because she was at WrestleMania, pretty heavily pregnant. So, I gotta do math. Yeah, she's gotta be like 16, 15, 16. Maybe that's the middle child.
I'm trying to find out right now. No, I know who the fuck the father of her kids is, you stupid goddamn internet. I'm pretty sure we get an idea. It's obviously Vince McMahon. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's me, Austin.
It's gotta be Austin.
Funny enough, there was a rumor about an incest storyline at one point.
That's terrible, but hilarious at the same time. So, 3 daughters, one born in 06, 08, and 2010. So the youngest one, she'd have to be, she's about 16.
15, 16, yeah. So we were right.
Okay. Yeah, hey, all right. What do you know? Math ain't too bad. That high school education was for something.
Yeah, you ain't no Steiner math here.
I like it.
So yeah, great segments. And then we move on to the Daniel Bryan hometown wrecker train through the Dark Order. This week it was Chicago, so this week it was Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana, boy. I love Colt Cabana. I really do like Colt Cabana. I was listening to Conan's podcast the other day, and he was talking about how like Colt Cabana's not getting over something about unused talent or whatever, and he kept bringing up how fucking Colt Cabana is always in the background of the Dark Order and this and that, and I'm like, so what's wrong with that? He's like helping. We know he's a big ass star. Who cares?
Yeah, Colt's like 41.
No, he's a little older. Oh no, he's like 43.
He's in his 40s anyway.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's not like it's not like he's a rookie or anything. He's been around the block.
Right, I was gonna say he's been around for a minute. But it's just he went out there and he got quite literally his head kicked in and one of his fucking teeth out.
Yes.
Which I was like, oh, bro, that hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit who you are, but that hurt.
B-Dry picked up the tooth, and I'm like, is that vegan?
Maybe. But somebody was yelling about COVID the whole time in the TSK. They're like, bro, do you not know we're in COVID right now? And I'm like, bro, it's a tooth. It doesn't matter. But it's fucking COVID. And I'm just like, oh, my God.
I mean, it's not exactly hygienic.
It was Teddy. That's who it was.
It's not exactly hygienic picking up somebody else's tooth.
Right?
But
whatever. It's all natural. It's organic.
Yeah, so it's vegan.
There you go. It's vegan. Fucking guy.
So who we got next week? 5?
It's either it's somebody from Atlanta. So my guess will probably be 5.
Right.
So 5 will go out there, get his head kicked in, and all this is leading to the shit. What was it? The Battle of the Belts.
Yes, which is early January. I want to see the 8th.
Yeah, the 8th on a Saturday. Uncle Dave had mentioned it. He had said it was going to be like the 9th or whatever, but I didn't think they were going to do a show on Sunday, so it'll be on Saturday. Now, this is the question that, is on many folks' mind. Is this like 5-6 week tear that B-Dry is about to go on? Is that meant to build his record right before he loses? Or is this meant to give him momentum before he wins? What do you think?
I think it's just to make Bryan Danielson the uber fucking heel for Paige to get a big win.
Yeah. I do like that story part of it. I mean, he's literally going in there and beating up all of his friends.
Right. Yeah.
It's good stuff. But
Um,
like I said from the jump, like I've been saying for months, it's, at some point these guys are going to have to put an L next to their name. And when they do that, they're going to build the shit out of somebody. And there's no better way to start than to have B-Dry lose to Hangman Adam Page. You're
and
putting the guy extra over.
the second Bryan mentions him, cue the music straight away. Like,
Oh,
no
God.
pause. He's right out there.
Love that. Just fantastic.
I hate these drawn out promos where you're setting up somebody to interrupt and it's just like sentence after sentence and then finally the music hits. But last night it was just Adam Page music.
Bam. He's like, oh yeah, now I'll go with the Adam Page. And the goddamn music hits and here he comes down with his fucking,
He had a little
I ain't
swagger.
leaving Chicago without a fight. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
And then
super
what
over.
What does he tell me? He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm not leaving without a fight. He's all here. He's like, I know you had a fight. He's also, I'll make it fair. You can take the first shot. Oh, that's really low of you or whatever. And he slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Seriously, they're building up B-Dry is like, he's gonna be booed out of the fucking state.
Well, he got booed out of Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know if you like, they loved the fuck out of him before he even touched Colt. And then after the match, oh, boo the fuck out of this man.
Yeah.
Which is good. It'll be a slow transition. He's still coming out of the face side of the tunnel, but I'm sure within due time it'll change up.
I think people maybe forget like the Planet's Champion thing, how good of a heel Bryan Danielson can be.
Oh, he's so good as a heel. And then, of course, he brought out the fickle.
Yeah, yes.
All the fans are fickle.
He's also the perfect person to be a heel because he's like the super eco-friendly vegan. Everything wrestling fans should hate.
It's fantastic. It's good shit. God, he's going to be such an awesome heel, though.
Yeah. What the fuck was going on with Eddie Kingston? He just sat backstage munching
He's fucking
away.
hanging out eating. I don't know why people are fucking with this guy while he's eating. You know what? That's one thing I've learned in life. If a guy's got a gut, don't fuck with him while he's eating.
Right.
Okay? Especially when you're fucking goddamn Fat Matt and not Nick.
But this seems to have come from his promo with Punk where he said, well, you judge me why? Because I like to eat a little bit? Because I was fat?
Yeah, homie, you fat. That's
So-
all right, though.
Yeah, it's good. So now we're doing this whole angle where Eddie just likes to eat all the time.
That's fine, but I don't need to see this more than once. Like, this is the one time I need to see this. If the next time he cuts a fucking promo, he's got food in his mouth or food near him, I'm going to fucking be pissed off. I kid you not. I kid you not. Do not turn this into something fucking stupid. Like, I get it. Like, you want to play on it 1 or 2 times? That's fine. Do not make this a thing. Do not make it every time we go to the back to go talk to Eddie Kingston, he got a plate of food.
No. Unless,
Like I said, a once in a blue moon thing. Like say he walks, like say he's like hanging out in the back, and Punk walks through, and all of a sudden they cut to him eating. That I get. That one you can do. You know what I mean? But if it's just some fucking jabron, nuh-uh. Don't keep using that. Let that build for a feud that's really gonna matter. You know what I mean? Don't get your laughs and your ha-has off of something that could easily build an entire feud.
unless it's like backstage with like New Day did with Daniel Bryan just eating some beef in front of him.
Yeah, that was hilarious though.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna lie. That was hilarious.
Just the look on Daniel's face.
It's like, what are you doing?
You disgust me.
You suck, you sick fox.
I wasn't a huge fan of the segment with Cole and Fish and the best friends. It just kind of felt like, schoolyard jabs.
Felt like it was really thrown together.
Yeah, you're not really best friends.
We're
We're better friends than you.
Yeah, they were hanging straight off the fucking kindergarten playground with that shit. But I will admit, seeing goddamn not Trent Wheeler Yuta, fucking BTE killed me this week, boy. I tell you, I'm sitting there, I'm watching it. Something that I got to start doing. Maybe I'll get a little BTE review on this show. I'll have to think about it though. But it's just fucking hilarious. They have this constant segment where Wheeler gets choked out by Chris Statlander because he did something wrong or whatever. So he'll look at Chucky and Orange and be like, "Oh, she's behind me, isn't she?" Yeah. And they'll just nod, and then they'll turn there, and there's Statlander, and she'll jump on his back and start choking him out. Well, this week, it was Rocky Romero standing behind him, and he starts choking him out. And the week prior, he dressed up as Trent Beretta, and or Trent ? I should say. Yeah. And they tried to fool Rocky that was Trent, and he's like, "Are you sure, man? Like, we won the tag titles together. Like, I don't think this is Trent." They're like, no, that's Trent. Don't you worry about it. So to play off of that, fucking Rocky ends up choking out Wheeler, and I literally cried with laughter. He just whispers in his ear, "I know you're not Trent. Or no, I know you're not the real Trent." And I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? It was just so fucking hilarious. Rocky Romero is literally the best thing in professional wrestling. Like, he's a guy that can have really good, very entertaining matches. He is also absolutely hilarious at everything he does. Everything from commentary to fucking, backstage to BTE skits to the weirdo skits he does for the LA Dojo. And the guy makes his own fucking theme music, for shit's sake. I mean, fuck. He's awesome. Fucking love Rocky Romero.
I don't know why AEW don't show highlights from BTE to get more people into it.
They really need to. Oh, they really need to.
Because they like to carry over some jokes from it too, and then people who don't watch BTE are like, I don't get it.
Oh yeah. We're talking about the Budge situation. Goddamn Budge. He's goddamn John Silver, I hate you, but I love you, you bastard. He's just like, nope, it's all one word. Budge.
And all in caps.
Budge. Just the way he says it, because he gets himself in a stance before he says it. Budge. And then now they've constantly played on it. They have a shirt.
Yes.
Where it's it says something Budge on it or whatever, and it's John Silver and Alex Reynolds kissing Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And so this one's hilarious. Like, he comes into his hotel room, and they're laying in his bed, and they're trying to convince him to sign with the Dark Order. No, we're really good friends, and don't worry about this and this. And so he kicks him out of his room, and he sleeps, and he wakes up in the middle of the night like, God damn, like, I'm over here sweating my ass off. So he takes his shirt off and he puts on a new one. He's like, oh, nice and clean. And he looks in the mirror, and it's the one with, them kissing him. And he's just like, he does the whole disgusted Stewie face and then tries to rip it off. And it takes him 12 seconds to get his shirt off. It's the funniest thing. Like, this is one good episode of fucking BT. You should check it out.
Oh, man. Actually, there was a few backstage segments this week that kind of set up new feuds. Jericho kind of got involved with the whole 2.0 thing.
Fat Matt, not Nick. I was expecting this Fat Matt fucker to be like goddamn SpongeBob SquarePants. But yeah, I was expecting him to be like, "You gonna take a swing at me?" But
he really does have a square head, though.
He does. It big time.
So,
fucking man bun. That man bun did him no service.
No. It appears like we'll probably down the line get a tag team match between 2.0 and Jericho and Kingston.
That'd be cool, I guess.
I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I could maybe see a breakdown of communication, and then we get a Kingston and Jericho feud, which I'm cool with.
That's okay with me. I mean, if you need to give 2.0 that cheap of a win, I mean, sure, that's cool.
Yeah.
It'll work. Yeah, we'll see.
So we got unions being made and unions kind of being broken because Shivani pissed off Britt Baker this week.
Oh, no, that's right, yeah.
No, don't do the DMD, you ruined it.
Oh, that's right. She was big mad this week.
And it was basically just because he pointed out that Rio was never eliminated from the Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
So if Rio beats Britt Baker on Rampage tomorrow, she gets a title shot.
I like it. But I'm going to continuously stick with what I've been saying for months, and that is there is only one female on the roster that is going to beat Britt Baker for the AEW Women's Championship, and she walks around with half of her face painted.
Mm-hmm.
That being Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, well, as far as the TBS title goes, we got Rosa versus Jade in the semifinals, which I think we're pretty certain Jade's going to win.
I have some funny feeling that we're going to get some chicanery that's going to lead to that win.
I think we're all pretty certain, actually, that Jade's just going to win the TBS title.
I'm thinking so. My first immediate guess was Thunder Rosa, but then I'm realizing that they're using this tournament to build their feud, her and Britt Baker.
Yeah, and also using it to build and push the shit out of Jade.
I mean, that's fine. You know, I mean, that honestly, what it means by having a championship for Jade, it means that now they have to force good talent to go in there with you, and they're going to force you to do a good match.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so that could be helpful.
She goes through, she's going to end up facing Ruby or Chris, which is probably going to be Ruby Soho.
Hey, like I said, if there's somebody that's going to bring out a good match in you, why not Ruby?
Yeah, you want a good worker? There you go.
Mm-hmm. Can't beat it.
The main event. Cody is getting huge heat right now.
Bro, tell me that wasn't a 5-star main event and I'll call you a liar to your face.
That was a great main event. I even loved the whole tease with
fucking-tastic.
Tully and 8AA.
Oh my God, I went bananas. I call for the TSK folk out there, I call Tully Blanchard because this goddamn suit kills me. And then every time I see him, I constantly think of the nightclub scene. So I call this motherfucker Disco Dan. All right. So I started yelling, "Oh, here we go, goddamn Disco Dan and Glock Anderson about to throw down." And then here comes this fucking nerd. I don't even remember his fucking name. He's over there holding his dick. Like, bro, you ain't no gangster. Fuck, stop holding your dick. And fucking they beat his ass, and then they almost tried to jump on, and they're like, "Nah, fuck that shit." But no, that was a great segment, though.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Phoenix was insanely good in this match.
Oh, my. When is he not? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I know, but he really, really stood out in this match.
I'm about to say, if Phoenix and Pentagon want to make 4-year-olds fans, boy, they made my son a fan last night.
Wow.
He was literally, oh, whoa, and clapping literally every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds. He came around the corner. I don't see Bryan Danielson. And I'm like, he's not in this match. And then sure enough, Phoenix is doing some crazy rope jump and stuff, and he's like mesmerized.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole bouncing and then going over. Who did he hit afterwards? I mean, he had a hold of Black. Then he did the whole jumping on the ropes.
I feel like he landed funny on his knee.
Maybe.
He always has bad control sometimes. Or I should say he tends to have bad control.
Not to mention, we also saw a very rare Fosbury flop from Pac.
Oh yeah, great.
I fucking love that move.
It's a little bit more impressive, like when you're like a Dominic Dijak.
Yeah.
But to see Pac do it, I was like, dude, this looks hard. Like, why don't you do it more? That looks so good.
I mean, I don't think it's ever looked more perfect than when AJ Styles did it, but
yeah, that's true.
It's such a cool move.
AJ's that guy, man. He's that guy.
The young AJ. He used to do crazy shit.
The young. That crazy motherfucker, boy.
But yeah, great way to end the show, and I don't know what it's going to take for Cody to turn heel. He's getting booed out of every building he's in.
Yeah, I don't know yet, but I'm sure it's a coming. I think he's going to ride the boo heat for a little bit, kind of thinking he's like his own version of John.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's getting John Cena heat.
Which, hey, I mean, as you can tell, fuck, they love that guy over there. MJF basically called Punk fucking, he's basically called him John Cena.
Yes.
And, you might as well be, he's all used to be the rebel. Now you're out here, you might as well be out here, doing the whole hustle, loyalty, and respect.
It was so good because I immediately thought of Punk's segment with Cena, where he said Cena's become the franchise and compared him to the New York Yankees.
Mm-hmm. So you become the thing that you hate, and that's the Yankees.
Such a good mirror.
He's from Boston. And the Red Sox hate the Yankees, as I hate the Red Sox.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah, I remember people shit, that was a serious jab from Cena because he legit got pissed off at that line. Was it?
Yeah, I mean,
he sold it very well.
Like I said, you cannot call a guy from Boston a Yankee fan. He'll kick your ass. And so fucking that's exactly what happened. Punk's like, I'll push that button. I don't give a shit.
As thugs say in the UK, I'll fucking end you.
There you go.
So, do we have a Geek of the Week?
Oh, do we ever?
Okay, I can't wait to play the music.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek. Pencil neck geek.
Okay, so this is the first time this has happened. My highlight for NXT was just so lackluster. I kind of let me not say this. This is the truth. I almost did not give a shit at all. I was legit. I was more like playing it in the background. But I have to watch AEW every week, Wednesday, Friday. It's a TSK religion at this point. And, we just got done seeing, a fantastic opening promo and a somewhat fun match from CM Punk. And then I got to deal with these fucking three dorks. One looks exactly like his dad circa 1995. Oh. The other one looks like a shortened version of his dad. It's at the same time still kind of looks like Bart Gunn. And then you have 58-year-old absolute fucking geek Billy Gunn with a goddamn rose tattoo over his fucking belly button. And he's out there wearing a goddamn choker like he stole it from a 13-year-old goth girl who hates fucking chemistry class. Bro, what in the fuck is your gimmick, homie? Why are you 58 and fucking ridiculously jacked? I get it, dude. Like you're on the juice, homie. I understand. You understand that you're 6'3", right? You don't need to be 280. You're not in the E no more, bud. I get it. This is how you need to feel yourself to stay relevant. God damn, man. Like Billy Gunn, absolute fucking geek of the week, bud. This fucking, I seen him and he fucking, when you see a guy and you just know he's a geek, that's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. Then they go out there and they have this hot fucking dog water shit of a match where fucking Billy Gunn sells like a fucking, I don't even know what the selling is. He's like not selling, but selling because he's rolling out of the way. Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
total geek.
I didn't care much for the match either.
Ridiculous.
One other little segment that we glossed over was Sting and Darby. Darby just fucking flying out of nowhere.
Anybody need a fucking middle linebacker? Jesus Christ, Darby. This dude first off, I think it was was it making fun of was it Aubrey the other week? It was on the pay-per-view or whatever. Where she comes fucking sprinting down the aisle.
Yes.
And the whole time in the TSK, I'm like, God damn, bro, Tony Khan's clocking that 40, calling his dad. Hey, Dad, I got you a running back. I got you a corner or whatever. I got you somebody for speed. She's speedy. Okay, she's speedy. I got you. This one, shit, Darby said, hey, I heard you guys need some linebacker help. Watch this shit. He comes flying in. Now, granted, Darby's all of what? 5'8", 175 pounds?
Yeah.
And this kid comes fucking diving for fucking Holmes' boy's head. Fucking decapitates him. Fucking decapitated.
Did he even?
Oh my God.
Did he even come out of the tunnel, or did he just spawn?
No, he came out of that tunnel, but he came out of that tunnel running a hot 240, baby. Jeez. Talk about a fucking beeline express. I mean, I'm telling you, I was so impressed. I started fucking tweeting the Chargers and shit. Said, y'all need some linebacker help. I know a little guy. I mean, he's a little guy, but he'll do some damage. I tell you what. Jesus.
We have Geek of the Week. If we had time to have a gift for the week, that'd be gift for the week.
Oh, yeah, for fucking the tackle, boy. The tackle that heard around the world.
God love Darby. But, okay. Wrestler of the Week up next. I think I've already pretty much alluded to who I'm picking as the Wrestler of the Week this week. But, man, after that main event, I'm going straight for Rey Fenix.
There you go. I mean, hell, like I said, it's hard not to pick the guy. He's fucking awesome.
He owned that match.
He's so good. So damn good. That's why he's literally one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah. And love Lucha Bros, but man, if they ever go single, Phoenix is on fire.
Yeah, I've always kind of felt that same way. That if heaven forbid Pentagon and him ever break up, like Pentagon has his his cool saying and he has his bit and he's over. But like when you need a guy to go in there and go be flashy in the ring, that's Phoenix 100 all day long.
Yeah.
And he's fucking great.
Okay. So, your week is complete. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us at Max Wrestling UK on social media. Thank you, everybody, as always, on SoundCloud. And you can check out our website, which is maxwrestling.net. Click on the Maxies tab. Go vote for the Maxies. We are literally a month away from the Maxies as of tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Follow us on social media at TheCaptain512 and at SMRPodNet. So, all you pencil neck geeks better listen up because this is what Moses Marquez has in store for you this week.
God diggity damn right. So, as the television champion, I said I would cut a weekly promo. I did not post the people that I was going to do so I could have the vote, and so I'll do that for today. But real quick, Phoenix, if you really think you're going to walk away with me whipping my ass and some fucking goddamn knowledge, boy, you're thinking wrong. I'm going to come right back at you. We're going to do this all over again. And just like how it goes, you're going to win one, I'm going to win one. You're going to win one, and I'm going to win one. But this time, I'm going to win one, and it's going to be the last time you see the knowledge title. Not my best work. Still love it. As far as podcast work goes, Retro's been put on hold for two reasons. One, because fucking Peacock has just been acting really stupid. Like every time I go on to go watch a fucking, it starts me from the beginning. I can literally be halfway in. I kid you not. I can literally be halfway in, 7 minutes to the end, and for some reason it always restarts me. And it's been kind of pissing me off to the point where I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. So Retro's been on the hold for that one. But maybe expect one after Thanksgiving. We'll see how it goes. As far as Bolt Rant, a bunch of stuff should have already dropped. There should have been a game preview, game recap. There's going to be another game recap dropping tomorrow because today is Thanksgiving. I'm not trying to do no work besides this on Thanksgiving. That one's going to be a recap from the Sunday night game that we had against the Steelers. And then we're going to be looking into our Sunday, possible afternoon, possible Sunday night game or Monday night game against I think we got the Bengals. I forget who we play, but that one. No, the Broncos. That's who it is. We play the Broncos. So check all that out there. The 5, I fucking did a whole bunch of free agents and draft guys. Check that thing out. But, I mean, it's all dropping. So all you got to do is hang on to it. There's also a project in the works with some of the old retro school folks. If you guys used to listen to the old Retro Rewind, the pay-per-view Retro Rewind, me, Emir, Moni, and Paul Morales, couple of them want to come back and do something different. Let me know how y'all feel about that one.
All right.
But that's it for me.
And with that said, we will see you
next motherfucking week.
For the first episode of December. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. We don't got no TLC this year.
Okay.
We got a hell of a lot of predictions to do in January, though. We got day one. We got, well, actually, those predictions are going to be in December because obviously day one is on New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, we got Winter is Coming, which I think is coming up this month. But is that
believe so, yeah.
That's just a TV special. Yeah. But we do have Battle of the Belts.
That too. That's also going to be a TV special-ish. One of those, pay-per-views on TV kind of thing.
Yeah. But at least we know it's going to be live, so we can predict it, unlike the Impact Plus specials.
Yay!
Oh, shit, we also got Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, yes. January 7th, 8th, and 9th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and of course we got the Rumble. Revolution is in March this year. Next year.
Not too bad.
So, January is going to be busy. Next week is December, which means we're getting closer and closer to the Maxis, so make sure you go vote once again. I'm going to remind you one more time, maxwrestling.net/Maxis. Go vote. There's 3 pages. Make sure you vote on all 3. And with that said, go watch some wrestling, then come back and listen to us talk about it. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.
Use a motherfucker, Chad. Use a motherfucker.